Welcome everybody to a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video today. And this week sees the release of the sci-fi action reboot? Men in Black International is hitting store shelves along with the horror thriller Ma, the comedy Booksmart, as well as the third season of True Detective is coming out, and Rambo is getting the 4K upgrade plus much more. So let's go in and see the deals, exclusives, and we're at our first location, Walmart. So let's go in and see what they got. Alright everybody, we are in at Walmart here with this display for Men in Black International right here. Nice, not bad display at all, guys. And the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Men in Black International for $19.96. They also have over here, they have the DVD for $17.96 right here. Now, Nick and I did a movie review on Men in Black International. You can catch it on the movie review playlist. I'll also put a link down below in the description if you want to hear our full and complete thoughts on the movie. And we were, I guess, wary about the movie. I mean, I remember seeing the trailer, and I was like, it looks okay. It doesn't look anything amazing, but it's Men in Black. I want to give it a chance. And Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, they make a great dynamic duo, and I'm kind of like, okay, there's a recipe for success here that it could end up being really good. Now, I like most of the Men in Black movies. I think that 1997 Men in Black film is awesome. Really, still a great sci-fi film to this day. And I thought that this could really do very well, and I thought it could be a really great compliment to those other Men in Black movies. Unfortunately, it really just fails, dude. It really does, man. The comedy here falls completely flat. I thought the chemistry here was incredibly flat as well. It was lifeless. It didn't work. The sci-fi aspects are really lame and not very original or inventive. The bad guy here is weak sauce. There's so many things wrong with this movie. It was a flat-out mess. And it's a real shame because, you know, 2019, if you can't try to do a better movie or equal the 1997 film with, you know, better technology and better ways of storytelling, then you've really failed. And this one really does, guys. Unfortunately, I went in with an open mind, hoping to really like it, and it really failed and really disappointed me a lot. And honestly, it can't live up to those other Men in Black films. Even the lesser ones, it can't really live up to them, guys. It really fails. It fails as a sequel to the Men in Black franchises. It fails as a reboot to sort of reinvigorate the franchise. It really does fail in a lot of regards, guys. And unfortunately, I would just stay away from it if I were you. But that's just me, guys. If you're a fan of the Men in Black franchise and want to give it at least a little bit of a look and curiosity, then go ahead. But I think you guys are pretty much going to be disappointed. But that's my opinion, guys. I don't see any exclusives or anything, just the DVD and the Blu-ray, but we'll definitely keep on looking, guys. Not half bad so far here, guys. Alright, well, let's see what else they got. Alright, everybody, we are over in this section of Walmart, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they do have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Men in Black International for $27.96, and they also have this 4-movie collection for $29.96. It's got the first 3 Men in Black movies on digital and the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Men in Black International, if you guys were interested in getting all 4 in this sort of pack set here. Yeah. Like I said, I enjoy some of the Men in Black franchise, but not all of it. I don't know if I would invest in a 4-movie collection, but if you guys are a fan of it, they do have it here for $29.96. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have Ma, the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital for $22.96. The DVD for $17.96 right here. And I did a movie review on Ma with my mother. Yes, my mother and I did a movie review on Ma, and you know, it was very interesting doing a review with her because she's the one that got me into horror. She got me into the horror genre. She got me into it big time. I became a fan of it because of her, and I'm so thankful for it. And I was interested in seeing this because I like the trailers. It looked like a cool little sort of horror thriller movie. You know, nothing special or anything, but it looked kind of very effective, and I wanted to check it out, especially for Octavia Spencer, who had never really done movies like this before. And honestly, it was pretty darn good, guys. I really did like it. I liked the horror aspect of it. I liked her stalking the kids. I liked sort of the creepy aspects of it. Some of the blood and gore, even though we don't get a lot of it, I think it's pretty cool here. I like the suspense, the thriller aspect to it. It's very standard. It's nothing that's going to blow the doors off of you, and it's nothing that's really going to, like, you know, like, revitalize the genre exactly. But I thought it was pretty straightforward and honestly pretty effective. I honestly really did like it, and a very great turn by Octavia Spencer, who did an amazing job in this film. And the movie, if nothing else, is worth it just for her performance alone. Not bad little horror thriller yarn, I would say, guys. Not bad at all, man. And definitely check out that review that I did with my mother. You know, very interesting. And my mother is more of the old school horror fan than she is sort of the new school horror. So I was surprised when she wanted to see this, but she actually liked it. So go figure, by all means, you know. It's good for the older generation, it's good for the newer generation at all. I think both can appreciate it pretty well, guys. Honestly, definitely give it a look. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Catching Faith 2, The Homecoming, for $12.96. And oh, we've got that wonderful Dove stamp of approval right there. Nice, very nice, guys. What is this about? True faith overcomes all obstacles. Got Bill Engvall in it. I'm so kind of surprised he's in sort of this faith movie. Isn't he like a comedian that does a lot of dirty jokes? It's kind of weird. Let's see here. Everything. Oh, I see. It's sort of about overcoming your struggles and your difficulties and leaning on family and faith and everything like that. Okay. Yeah, there's a ton of these movies out there, man. The faith-based crowd is a huge crowd and a very popular crowd, and they make a lot of movies for it, and people eat it up, and I can't blame them. It's a growing crowd, and why not service them? I don't remember Catching Faith 1, but then again, I'm not really into these type of movies. If you've seen Catching Faith 2 or remember the first one, definitely let me know. Really odd about Bill Engvall of all people, but okay. Then over here I'm seeing they have Scooby-Doo Return to Zombie Island, original movie, the DVD, for $12.96 right here. Oh, interesting. An original Scooby-Doo movie. Gotta love Scooby-Doo, man. Very nice. It's cool they're still doing original movies for Scooby-Doo, man. Really. Honestly. What is it about? Star Island can open all his house, right? Ooh, zombies. No. Scooby-Doo's gotta overcome zombies. I hope he doesn't get bit. It looks cool, man. It looks really cool. I sort of like the zombie aspect of it. I think they could do some really cool stuff with that. I loved Scooby-Doo when I was a kid, man. The Scooby-Doo stuff back when I was a kid was really cool. You know, Shaggy and Scooby and Velma and all the gang there. Daphne. It was a really cool gang and really cool when I was a kid. I haven't watched it in such a long time, though, man. It's been a while, dude. Wow. God, maybe I'll have to get back into it. It looks cool, though, man. Not bad at all, man. If you're a fan of Scooby-Doo, an original movie definitely would get you excited for sure. Definitely let me know what you guys think if you've seen it and what you think of Scooby-Doo. Let me know. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Booksmart for $14.96 and the Blu-ray digital for $19.96. Now, I missed this in the movie theater, and I'm so pissed that I did. I watched it on Amazon Prime, guys, and I got to admit to you, I really fell in love with this movie. I think it's really smart. I think the comedy is really cool. I love the characters here and getting to know them. I like sort of the coming of age aspect and the partying and sort of the teenager sort of, you know, going into college and partying one more time and sort of getting your freak on. Exactly. I liked it. I thought it was really brilliant. I thought it was really well made. It's a really great sort of teen angst, but also sort of coming of age drama that has some real heart to it as well. I really love this one a lot. I thought Booksmart was really well made. The acting was really phenomenal here. Everybody just does a really great job with sort of the teenage stereotypes and changing things up, not the way exactly you expect them to be. I thought it was really well done. The directing and everything here. Honestly, this one kind of flew under the radar, and quite honestly, I don't think it should have. It should have gotten more love, man, because I wish I would have seen it in the theaters. It was brilliant, man. Really, honestly was fun and charming and everything that I was hoping it was going to be and more, and it definitely did deliver, guys. Booksmart was awesome. Definitely check it out if you haven't, especially if you're into these type of genre films. Definitely give it a look, man. It's really well done. Really. So well done. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of True Detective Season 3 for $29.96 and the Blu-ray digital for $34.96. Now, quite honestly, guys, I have never seen any of the True Detective series, not a single episode. Now, a friend of mine from work was going to let me borrow his first season of the show, but the problem is that he lost like one of the discs and he couldn't find it, so I was kind of screwed over and I couldn't actually watch it, which really sucked. But honestly though, I heard the first season was really brilliant, and I heard the second season really sort of was failed and wasn't that good at all. But I heard the third season was a huge bounce back, and it's really tense and really gripping and creepy and tells a really fantastic story over many decades. I heard Mahershala Ali is fantastic in this, and I heard it just was a really great sort of comeback for the show. And honestly, I saw the trailer for it, and the trailer looked great, so I definitely am interested in watching it. I just don't have HBO, so I might have to get it for this. But do I have to watch the first season and the second season to sort of watch this? I don't know. I think they're all self-contained, but I'm not sure if some bleed into another. Definitely let me know, guys. But I've heard good things about True Detective Season 3, so I definitely got to get on it at some point. Maybe somebody will let me borrow the DVD at some point. Hopefully they'll let me borrow Season 1 and 2, but I've heard really good things. But definitely let me know what you guys think of True Detective Season 3. Is it worth diving into? Definitely let me know, guys. Other than that, that does it for this area, guys. Actually, some pretty cool releases so far. Let's see what else they got. Alright, guys, we're over in this section of Walmart, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the DVD of Mary Magdalene for $12.96 right here. Another Dove stamp of approval right here. We got Rooney Mara, Joaquin Phoenix, Chiwetel Ejiofor. Very interesting. Quite the cast. Mary Magdalene, based on, you know, that whole thing from history, and yeah. Wow. Man. I know there's been a lot of, like, movies about Mary Magdalene. I guess this is another one, but it's really fascinating just to have Joaquin Phoenix in here and Rooney Mara and these really accomplished actors. I didn't really even hear about this movie. Not at all, man. I know that sometimes people like Joaquin Phoenix and Rooney Mara and everything, they like to take a little bit more risk in their work, but I don't think this ever came to theaters and everything, and with such a high-profile cast, you'd have thought it would have, but no. Like I said, I'm not huge into these religious type of movies, though, but with a cast like this does look really interesting, guys. I would watch it probably just for the acting alone, because the acting's got to be amazing. If you've seen Mary Magdalene, definitely let me know. Quite the cast. Then over here I'm seeing they have Aniara, the DVD for $12.96. Huh. Very interesting cover. I like sort of the more colorful, like, slip there. Not bad. What is this about? Oh, that's interesting. I like that premise quite a bit. Cool sort of sci-fi drama, has a little bit of vibe of probably like Lost in Space with maybe a little bit of Solaris or something. Like, kind of the vibe I'm getting, but that looks really cool, man. Huh. Never heard of this, like, cool little sci-fi tale, man. Not bad. Embraces the existential possibility of sci-fi cinema. I like that. Anytime that sci-fi can be explored to its full potential, I'm a big fan of. So, on the art, looks interesting. Definitely let me know what you guys think of it if you've heard of it. Bad at all. Then over here, I see they have Squadron 303, The Battle of Britain for $12.96. Based on the inspiring true World War II story. What is it about? God, there's so many great World War II stories still yet to be told, and this seems to be one of them, but I kind of hesitate because World War II stories are really difficult to do on the screen unless you have a big budget and sort of to recreate it all. So I don't know how good this movie is, if it had a low budget and it is kind of shoddy, or it's really good quality. There's a lot of great World War II movies out there, so this would definitely have to be really damn well to compete with some of those, but I don't know if it can or not. It's a cool idea, cool story, but don't know if it can deliver. Definitely let me know what you think of Squadron 303, The Battle of Britain. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of The Dark Within for $9.96. Everyone has demons dying to get out. I like that cover though. Like his head with like this person trying to get out of his head. Really cool actually. Whoa, look at that. Wow. What an image that is. Yo. The past can be deadly. The mind can be lethal. Tormented by demons. Oh, okay. So sort of this demonic horror film, demons trying to kill people, that kind of jazz. It could be cool. I like some of the nightmare imagery. Could be interesting. Very interesting. Like I said, just blind buying it alone just for like this, seeing the cover, looks pretty darn cool. The Dark Within. Then over here I'm seeing they have Derailed for $9.96. What is this? Derailed. Stay inside and die, go outside and fight for your life. Some weird creature over there. Full scream ahead. A woman boards a murder mystery train that derails. She, along with other surviving passengers, find themselves trapped with a sinking wreckage. They have to fight against a deadly predator determined to kill them. Maybe don't get on the fucking murder mystery train for one. Just saying. Just throwing it out there, guys. But it kind of looks really interesting, though. Kind of submerged, don't know how to get out, wanting to get out, but they're sort of stalked by this predator right there. Very interesting. Sort of has some sort of kind of like some shades of maybe like The Descent or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. It kind of looks cool, but could be kind of cheapo with the monster. Not bad, though. Definitely let me know what you think of Derailed. Then they also have The Wind Demons of the Prairie for $12.96. And I think this is an IFC Midnight title and a Scream Factory release. Not bad. Nice to see some Scream Factory love here at Walmart. Loneliness can make you lose your mind. Very interesting. I like the... Now I just noticed that it actually like looks like an actual like entity or something in the clouds. I just noticed that. Interesting. Indie horror at its best. An unseen evil terrorizes isolated homestead in this chilling tale. Huh. That does seem to be really interesting. I like that idea. You know, I do like these sort of horror movies that take place, you know, years and years ago. Like, whether it's like The Witch, and I know this doesn't have anything to do with The Witch, or sort of Bone Tomahawk or something like that. Like, taking sort of the old style and sort of twisting it into a horror movie is kind of interesting to me, guys. I kind of like that. This looks interesting. I would definitely be interested in checking this out. If you guys know anything about The Wind, Demons of the Prairie, let me know. It does look interesting. Then they have Jane and Emma, the DVD for $14.96. Sister Jane Manning, a free black woman, convert to Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. It was a long night, you wanted. Okay, it's like this faith-based movie. Okay, looks okay. Looks like this sort of like old-time drama. Could be interesting. I mean, there's movies like this out there. This could be interesting. I don't know. Definitely let me know what you think of Jane and Emma. Looks okay though. Nothing special, but. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Into the Ashes for $9.96. The Blu-ray for $9.96. So it's $9.96 here and then $9.96 here as well. Okay, guess I'm not complaining. Interesting cover there. Frank Grillo, nice. I like Frank Grillo. Cool guy. The sins of your past will find you with an honest job and... Oh, sort of this like badass action survival movie kind of thing. Looks pretty cool. I do like Frank Grillo. He's done a really lot of badass stuff. I'm trying to remember where I've seen Luke Grimes from, but God, that name sounds so familiar. It looks interesting though. Not a bad little sort of action movie yarn. Then over here I'm seeing they have Room for Rent, the DVD for $9.96 right here. With Lin Shaye. Nice. I like Lin Shaye. Lin Shaye's actually she's become a really good, like, well-known horror actress. She really has. Kind of liked her quite a bit over the years. If you move in, you may never move out alive. Only Widow Joyce rents out a room to make easy money. She meets him through. Oh, is it one of those things where he's sort of terrorizing her or what? Her friends were Joyce's fan. Oh, she's actually stalking and trying to hurt his life. Oh, that's really interesting. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like this whole thing of like Pacific Heights where like he's attacking like the person renting the room out, but no, it's the opposite, man. Wow, Lin Shaye doing this really like creepy and evil role. Very nice for Lin Shaye. Good on her, man. This could be cool. I like Lin Shaye. I like these sort of creepy, you know, I'm renting a room and the person's psycho kind of genre. Interesting. Room for Rent. Not bad. Just for Lin Shaye alone. Then they have Saint Agatha, the DVD for $9.96. From the director of Saw 2, 3, and 4, Darren Lynn Bousman. Atone for your sins. I like the early Saw movies. I really do. I know not a lot of people do, but I tend to like them quite a bit. Saint Agatha. A pregnant woman in the run from her. Oh, she's stuck in this convent, and all these sort of secrets come out, and she's got to get away from the evil and everything. I always really love sort of these movies about sort of these like vulnerable pregnant women who are trying to escape this evil and get away from it. It looks interesting. Sort of weird, creepy nuns. Swear to God, like horror loves their weird, creepy nuns for some reason, man. There's a shitload of them. An engaging thriller full of shocking moments. It looks kind of interesting. Definitely let me know what you guys think of St. Agatha. Huh. Not bad at all. Then over here we have the Amityville Murders, the DVD for $9.96. Oh, my God. Another fucking Amityville movie. Jeez, are you kidding me? Oh, God. On the night of November... So it's basically the same type of movie, just another fucking Amityville movie. Oh my God, man, how many Amityville movies have there been, actually? I've lost count, dude, I really have. I don't even know how many there has been, but do we really need another Amityville film? I mean, really, is there really a point to it? I mean, we have the one from the 70s, which is really great with Margot Kidder, and there's a few other ones out there that aren't half bad either, but we're just recycling the same old stuff. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, I'll probably pass. It's probably a cheapo version, and there's way better Amityville movies out there. I mean, I like the cover. The cover looks cool, but I'm going to pass on the movie. If you guys have seen it, definitely let me know, though. Then they have Heroes Never Die, an incredible true war story. 1996. Huh, what's this about? Oh, another interesting story. Oh, that was cool. I do like a good war movie, and to be honest with you, this could actually be a good war movie instead of this one. And the only reason why I say that is because this one actually here, see, it's in 2014, so you can do more of a modern day war story on a lower budget than you can sort of a World War II story trying to recreate all that stuff on a lower budget. This, you might be able to pull it off a little bit better. That's just what I think, guys. I do like a good war story, and this doesn't look half bad. Then over here I'm seeing they have Crown and Anchor for $9.96 as well. God, a lot of titles we're seeing, man. Jesus. A lot of independent titles this time around. Loyalty Grows Deeper Than Roots. Interesting. Police officer James. I want to come back to haunt him. Oh, that's interesting. It's kind of like an interesting sort of cop drama. Not bad, actually. Huh. Childhood and trying to save his family and his friends and everything. Okay. It could be interesting. You know, it's got music from Gorilla Biscuit, Project X, Side by Side, Youth of Today, and I've never heard of a single one of them. Okay, interesting. Anchor. Then the only other thing I'm seeing over here is Shadow Wolves, the DVD for $9.96. Oh, it's got Cody Walker in it. You know, man, I'm telling you, after sort of the Paul Walker death and everything, they have really tried to capitalize on the whole, like, you know, getting into Hollywood thing. And I know they've sort of done mostly, like, sort of work on sort of some of the Fast and Furious stuff, sort of recreating certain scenes for, like, Paul Walker and everything after his death, but I don't really have seen him in anything other than that. I don't even know if Cody Walker is really that good of an actor. Is he? I mean, definitely let me know, guys. Looks like a very interesting sort of generic action film, at best. Okay. And Cody Walker. Can Cody Walker be the next Paul Walker? I kind of doubt it, guys, but who knows? Maybe. Interesting. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have Division 19. In the future, there is nowhere to hide. Well, that is really interesting. Sort of a fugitive on the run with sort of a spaceship chasing him? Something? What's it about? In the future, prisoners have been turned into online portals where paying subscribers get to vote on what films. Oh, that's interesting. You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Gamer from back in the day. It reminds me of like that movie Gamer, man, from Neville Dean and Taylor. I didn't really love Gamer, though. I thought Gamer was really kind of over the top and goofy, but not in a good way. This could be cool though, and I kind of like, and it also reminds me of The Running Man, and The Running Man is actually really, really cool as well with Arnold. So it kind of reminds me of a couple of movies actually, huh? Division 19, kind of interesting. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the DVD of Selfie Man. Really? Not gonna lie, I kind of like the cover. It looks cheesy as shit, but I kind of like it, man. Really odd, dude. He comes across a vlog entry. Really? This okay. As much as I kind of like the cover and cheesy as shit as it is, this movie's probably complete and utter garbage, guys. Oh man, this movie must be fucking garbage, bro. Yo. Like something like Slender Man or some other fucking garbage horror movies. I mean, I've seen some garbage stuff, but Selfie Man? That's a first, man. This thing probably is cheap as shit. Oh man. I don't know, man. I don't think I'm ever gonna watch this. I mean, truth be told, it kind of mild curiosity. I might want to torture myself, but I don't know, dude. I would probably pass on this one. If you guys are brave enough to watch Selfie Man, let me know what you think. Is it really this bad? It looks like garbage. Pure garbage, dude. Woo! Man, hot garbage on that one. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the DVD of Dolls for $9.96 right here. Huh. Dee Wallace. When you look away, they play. Very nice. Look at that, man. I like the creepy dolls and everything. They watch you from inside the walls. I think I heard about this one. Wasn't there a big like to-do with Charles Band from Full Moon or something, where I think he was like trashing this movie because of them having the same name as one of their like features from the 80s or something, if I'm not mistaken, and he was going to sue them, and he was blasting them on internet or something. And I think the distributor came out or something, says, hey, or actually, I'm sorry, the filmmakers came out and said that they don't control what the distributor puts on for the title. It just is what it is, and they have to deal with it. And he was blasting them, and people were like really pissed off at Charles Band about it. Something. I do like a creepy doll movie. I do like creepy dolls, so this could be really cool, you know. But there are some creepy doll movies that are real crap too. So I don't know where this one will land, but if it's more towards the Dolls one from the 80s, then I definitely would be interested. Let me know what you think of Dolls. Then over here, I'm seeing they have the DVD of Nightmare Cinema for $9.96. Now, I got a chance to catch this on Amazon Prime, and I wanted to because it's got a lot of really great directors attached to this, man. Mick Garris, Joe Dante, David Slade, the guy who did Midnight Meat Train and Juan of the Dead. Really great directors, and it's basically this horror anthology of these people that each of them go into this sort of movie theater, and they there's sort of a movie playing that sort of reveals their secrets and what's going to happen to them for their death or something like that. And there's this projectionist that is sort of creeping on them, played by Mickey Rourke, and it's a really interesting horror anthology. I do like horror anthologies quite a bit. Truth be told, there hasn't been a lot great ones as of late, and this one I was a little worried it was going to be kind of cheesy and sort of not as good quality as some of the other stuff that has come out that was really, really great horror anthologies. But it's honestly pretty darn good, guys. I like it. I like sort of the stories that are told. I like the blood and gore here. I like some of the creepy stuff, like this demon that's really creepy. I think it worked. It's not the best horror anthology you've ever seen, but I think it's better than a lot of the stuff that has come out as of late. And I think you guys would definitely give it a chance, because I think you might actually like it, man. I actually was pleasantly surprised by Nightmare Cinema. I liked it quite a bit, man. Definitely check it out. Then over here, I'm seeing they have Cold Blood for $9.96 with Jean Reno. Man, I used to like John Reno back in the day, like Godzilla and stuff like that, man. Really, really great actor. Oh, okay. It's sort of this about this sort of killer who is saving somebody and sort of finds his sort of heart and sort of people chasing after him. There's been these type of movies before, kind of like Bourne or something like that. It does look cool. I do like John Reno though, and he's a great actor, and I do like the premise. So this could be really cool, guys. Huh? Cold Blood. John Reno does play a really cool, like, assassin type of killer guy, so, it'll be interesting. Cold Blood. Then also they have over here, they have Running Out of Time. Interesting. What is this one about? When the governor's chief of staff dies suddenly. Oh, sort of, it's almost like a home invasion type of film, but sort of with like government conspiracies and, you know, these people are trying to get this disc and everything like that. Huh, that's interesting. It could be cool. I do like a sort of political thriller, home invasion type of movies. You know, it doesn't look like anything special, but it looks okay though. Huh, not bad. Running Out of Time. Looks kind of generic though. Well, at least the cover does. Could be good though. Then we have over here, we have the DVD of We Belong Together. When desire turns into insanity. Well, that is interesting. Another one of these sort of like, she's obsessed with him and he has to get her off his back and... Yeah. There's been so many of these, man, back in the day, whether it was like, you know, Fatal Attraction or some of the old school stuff like Swim Fan. I really like Swim Fan quite a bit. Oh my God, so many of them back in the day. There's been so many. I mean, Jennifer Lopez has sometimes made a whole career of this, like the Boy Next Door and everything. It looks kind of interesting, but you know, there's been so many of these type of movies that I don't know if this could be good, or is it just kind of like one of those sort of like cheapo knockoff type of movies. I don't know. Definitely let me know, guys. We Belong Together. He was definitely going after that, but damn, did he get screwed over. Sometimes the really hot chick you avoid at all costs, guys. Truly. Then over here I'm seeing they have the DVD of Darlin. Look at that. That's interesting. Don't mess with Mother's Nature. Damn right. Found at a cathedral, a Catholic hospital, filthy, however, Darlin. Oh, that's interesting. You know, with sort of the feral kids, it reminds me of that movie Mama. Of course, this is probably way different than Mama, but continue the twisted, vicious adventures of Lucky McKee's Call Hit the Woman. I saw The Woman years ago, but I don't really remember it all that much. I might have to revisit it. It kind of looks like a cool horror flick with some of the stars of The Walking Dead. It kind of has some vibe of Mama and some of the Lucky McKee stuff. It could be a cool little brutal horror film. Never heard of it before. Not bad. I like the cover. Cool. Then I'm seeing over here, the scariest thing of all that I'm seeing is How to Train Your Husband. And that's pretty goddamn scary, guys. Oh, jeez. Really. A best-selling author of a self-help book centered on finding a husband. Oh, this sort of romance movie with animals and... Yeah, oh man. It looks okay. I've seen these type of movies before in my life. I've I think I've seen way too many, either with my mother or my girlfriend. I've seen a shitload of them, man. This looks nothing special, dude. It looks like the same old sort of, you know, kind of garbage you've seen before. Maybe more so. Who knows? How to Train Your Husband. Yeah, it looks okay, guys. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh my god, it's the best thing ever. It's probably really generic. I hate to say it, guys. And out of all of these titles, How to Train Your Husband is pretty damn scary indeed. Well, let me know what you guys think of this, but it looks pretty generic to me. I wouldn't waste my time on it, but definitely let me know, guys. Other than that, that does it for this section, guys. Quite a bit to show off here. Let's see if there is anything else. Alright, everybody, we are over in this section of Walmart over here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 16th season, my god, man, of NCIS for $29.96. God damn, man. Now, a week or two ago, NCIS Los Angeles Season 10 came out, and the 5th season of NCIS New Orleans came out. Now, the 16th season of the original NCIS, oh my god, man. Truth be told, I've never seen a single episode of NCIS, nor any seasons of it, but you know who did watch it was Bob. Bob actually really liked this show quite a bit, man. He really got into it. He was telling me like how he really loves the show and thinks it's pretty cool. It seems to me like it's a very sort of standard procedural type of show. You know, the stuff that you see all the time, you know, week in and week out. You know, they solve a crime, and, you know, next week they do the same thing, and, you know, rinse, repeat kind of thing. You guys know these shows are not for me, but I do like Mark Harmon quite a bit, and a lot of stuff that Mark Harmon does I do give a chance to, but not sure about NCIS. I mean, especially 16 seasons. My god, man, there will be a lot of catching up to do for sure. Is it worth it? Oh, definitely let me know, guys. Then over here I'm seeing season 3 of Bull for $27.96 right here. I have never heard of this show whatsoever. Not a single moment have I ever heard of this show. I don't know what it's about. I don't know. After his heart attack, Bull wastes no time getting right back into the department to fight for the rights. Oh, okay. So it's basically about him being a lawyer and sort of the sort of zany adventures that he gets into. That's interesting. All right. I guess. I don't know, man. I mean, I like some quirky sort of lawyer shows, like Boston Legal I really enjoyed from back in the day, but that was really unique because of Shatner and Spader. Not sure about this one. Is it worth it? Is it one of the better sort of offbeat sort of shows? Definitely let me know, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the complete second season of Young Sheldon for $29.96. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is another show I've never seen any episodes for. I know it's based off of a character from The Big Bang Theory, and honestly, I've heard mixed things about this show. Some people have told me that it's really good. Other people have told me that it's sort of a pale comparison of sort of, you know, the original show, but I don't know whether it is or not. I mean, it's probably much more cuter of a show, sort of more cutesy. Well, the Big Bang Theory had its cutesy moments, but this one kind of seems like it's more like maybe trying to ape off of something like Malcolm in the Middle, maybe? I mean, that's kind of what the vibe I'm sort of getting, because I've seen some trailers for it, but I mean, definitely let me know if it's worth it or not. Is it a good spin-off, or is it kind of a waste of time? Definitely let me know, guys. And then the only other thing I'm seeing over here is they have that 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Rambo for $17.96. Now, guys, this is finally getting the 4K love. This is the 4th Rambo film, and this movie is fucking phenomenal, dude. Honestly, this thing is brutal as all hell. It is uncompromising. Stallone is such a badass mofo in this. It is fantastic. I think it is probably the best Rambo film outside of the first film. I mean, really, it is. It is so amazing, dude. Really, I mean, the blood and gore here, just shooting up these guys, man, with this turret gun. You know, all people's bowels and blood and their heads are ripping off and everything. Oh my God, man, this thing is just craziness with the action, and it is so badass, dude. Honestly, this thing is really kick-ass, and Stallone, man, proves that even as he's getting older, he is still one badass motherfucker, and this is a great movie, dude. And seeing it in 4K with all the blood and guts is probably really cool as well, guys. You know, if you haven't seen this one, definitely give it a look. It's really good. And man, quite a bit of stuff this time around at Walmart. So much stuff, guys. All right, let's head out. There really is quite a bit to show off this week, guys. I mean, I thought that it was going to be a little slower compared to the past few weeks, but we have a lot to check out here, man. A ton of variety, a ton of releases, a lot of really cool horror sort of independent titles, a lot of cool and interesting sort of new releases as well. Not really much in the exclusive department, at least here at Walmart, but I think the variety and the selection more than made up for it, guys, for sure. Some really great stuff here. Walmart, again, usually delivers, especially on those sort of weird, odd B-movie titles that you never know what you're going to get, and this is definitely one of them, guys, for sure. There's a lot of cool stuff to check out this week, for sure. Hope you guys enjoyed Walmart. Let's head to the second location and see what they got. All right, everybody, we are at our second location, Target. Now, there seems to be a lot of stuff to show off this week. Well, there's a lot of stuff to show off over at Walmart. I mean, we saw cool independent releases and a lot of TV shows and a lot of new interesting releases. I don't know really how much we're going to find over at Target, to be honest with you. I mean, I think we're going to get the new releases, and I think we're going to get some of the TV show stuff, but what I'm more interested in is the exclusives, because I noticed that Walmart really didn't carry much in the way of exclusives, but I know that Target's been pretty good in carrying certain exclusives that Walmart doesn't have, so maybe it's going to make up for maybe the lack of selection that it doesn't have compared to Walmart. Maybe we'll get those exclusives. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not for sure, guys, but, well, one way to find out, let's head into Target and check it out. All right, everybody, we are in at Target here, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital of Men in Black International for $29.99, the Blu-ray DVD and digital for $24.99, the DVD for $19.99, and they also have an only at Target exclusive Blu-ray DVD and digital, includes companion mini book right here for $26.99. Kind of looks like it's got pictures and trivia and facts about the movie. I know that Target really likes to do some like companion mini books from time to time, and so now they got one for Men in Black International. For all you Men in Black fans out there who are looking for an exclusive, Target's got it. And, you know, interestingly enough, this movie, it had potential. I mean, it's directed by F. Gary Gray, who directed Straight Outta Compton and Fast and Furious 8, which actually is a pretty decent action film among many other films. Chris Hemsworth is a very charming guy. So there was a lot of potential here, but it just felt like it was trying too hard to sort of outdo Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. It felt like it wasn't doing anything really crazy or original. It was just trying to, hey, if you like Men in Black, then you'll like this. That's kind of how I looked at it, at least to me, guys. I mean, and if you think about Chris Hemsworth, if you really do, for a second, guys, because Chris Hemsworth, he's a really great actor, but if you look at his movies outside of Thor and the stuff he's done as Thor, he's not a very successful actor. A lot of his movies have not done extremely well at the box office. And I think he was going into Men in Black International being like, okay, I'm going to have another franchise, and this is going to be an instant success. I think he was looking for another cash cow. And I think when he didn't get it, he was like, okay, I gotta stick with Thor, man. I gotta stick with Thor because that's my cash cow. That's what people know me as, and if I don't stay, I may fade away as an actor. I mean, that's how I think about it, because if you look at it, these are franchise films. I mean, Will Smith made 3 of these suckers, for Christ's sake. I mean, so I think he was looking for another franchise, and I think, unfortunately, the problem with actors nowadays, at least my opinion, is I think they're all looking for franchises. They're not looking for cool or interesting projects. They're looking for movies that can spin off to multiple sequels and they can make more money, and it's not about originality anymore. It's about, you know, what franchise can I get into and how much money can I milk out of it. I think that's the problem here. As much as I like Chris Hemsworth, and I like him quite a bit, you know, I want to see him do some very interesting and original projects, and he has before, like Black Hat, which is not that great, and then In the Heart of the Sea, which wasn't really that good either. I mean, I think he's just got to pick better projects. I mean, he's still got Thor, so that's sort of his, you know, his ace in the hole, but outside of that, I think he was hoping for something more here, and he just didn't get it, unfortunately, guys. It's unfortunately a really waste of a good sci-fi flick and a waste of a good Men in Black film. Unfortunately so. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of Booksmart for $19.99 and the DVD for $14.99 right here. And, you know, this movie, man, it really reminded me of those John Hughes movies from the 80s, man. I mean, it really did. I mean, obviously more updated for modern times and sort of all of sort of the teen groups out there that are in high school now. I haven't been in high school for God knows how many years, man. Like almost 20 years. Jeez, man, I'm old. Yeah, so I'm way out of it as far as high school is concerned, guys. But it reminded me just of the stereotypes and everything like that. Just reminded me of those John Hughes comedies like A 16 Candles, like A Breakfast Club, even Weird Science, how even though it's crazy and ridiculous, you can still relate to the teens and you can relate to their struggles and you can have fun with them as well. It's a really great, just not only coming of age movie, but it's a really great sort of teen comedy as well. I think it hits all of the marks because there's a lot of coming of age movies out there which are good, but I don't think they leave you in a feel good type of way. I think this movie really does, because I think you like the characters first off. I think you're engaged with the plot. I think you find sort of the high school life very, very interesting and funny, and I think they take it in a really interesting and great spin here. To me, there's a lot of really great coming-of-age movies, but there's not a lot of really great coming-of-age movies that are teen comedies. I think you can either be one or the other, but you can't be both. And I think John Hughes proved that wrong, but that was in the 80s. And I feel like there's a lot of them that have missed the mark, but I don't think Booksmart does, man. I think Booksmart is really good. I think it really takes a sort of teen comedy and coming-of-age story and spins it in a really unique way. And it's one where, honestly, I think if you guys haven't checked it out, please do, because I think you guys are going to honestly be really surprised by it. Definitely let me know whether you agree with me on the whole coming-of-age teen comedy thing and what other ones you might recommend. But this is well worth it, guys. Honestly, really is. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray of Cold Blood for $12.99. They also have the DVD for $19.99 here. Didn't know what else we'd see over here at Target, but I guess we got this. And, I mean, I will also be honest here that I think it looks really cool. Like I said, it has that sort of Bourne assassin type of feel to it. And as I said at Walmart, man, I like John Reno quite a bit. And I told you I really liked him in the Godzilla, but I really liked him in The Professional. I thought he was awesome there. I really liked him in Ronin. If you remember that one with Robert De Niro, that's a great one, man. De Niro, man, whoo, that's a great one. Very underrated. Not many people talk about that one. And he was also in the first Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, which the Mission Impossible franchise has been going on for so long, I think people kind of forget about the first film. But I really like that one, directed by Brian De Palma, and Has John Voight in it as well, and Jean Reno was great. Played this really great sort of assassin Frenchman. Has some great comedic moments with Tom Cruise. Really great. Jean Reno is a really underrated actor. The more that I think about it, he's one that not many people think about when they think about sort of international actors. I don't think he comes to mind right away. But if you look at his sort of IMDb credits, he's done a lot of really cool and fascinating work, and Cold Blood could be one of them. It looks really cool. Not bad at all, man. Very interesting assassin with a heart type of movie. Might be right down my alley. Definitely let me know again what you guys think of Jean Reno. Other than that, I do not see any Ma. In fact, over here, Booksmart, it actually is supposed to be Ma right here for $24.99, but they don't have any. They just filled it in with Booksmart, unfortunately. Don't see anything else over here. We'll keep on looking. All right. Let's check the rest of Target out. All right, everybody, we are in this area of Target, and the first thing I'm seeing over here is they have the Blu-ray digital of True Detective, the complete third season for $37.99, the DVD for $29.99 right here. And honestly, the reason why I would really be interested in this is watching Mahershala Ali. I heard that he is phenomenal in this show, that it spans, sort of the story spans decades, and him figuring out or trying to figure out this case that, you know, he never solved, and Mahershala Ali's performance alone seems to be what everybody's really talking about. Such a fantastic and vivid performance. And I really like Mahershala Ali, man. I really liked him in Green Book. I thought he was awesome in Green Book. Alita Battle Angel, I thought he was great in. And wasn't he on The Wire? I thought he might have been on The Wire, I think. It's been such a long time, but he's such a great, phenomenal actor, and I can't wait to see what he does next. I mean, I know Blade got announced, and I know he's going to star in Blade. I don't know when that's going to start or not, but I know a lot of people got really upset about the news. They were like, oh, why not bring Wesley Snipes back, and da-da-da. As much as I love Blade, and trust me, I think Blade is a phenomenal vampire movie and an action movie, I kind of feel like let's bring in new blood. I mean, you could have done another one with Wesley. I would have been okay with it, but I'd like to see somebody else take a crack at it, and I don't think there's many people out there that could do it as well as Wesley, and I think one of the people who could do it is Mahershala Ali. I think he's one of those actors who really commits to a role and really dedicates himself and really goes full tilt into anything he's doing. So I think he would actually be great in this, in Blade. I mean, definitely let me know what you think of him, what you think of the possible, you know, Blade, and if you think he fits the role, and what do you think of Mahershala Ali in general. Definitely let me know, guys. I definitely got to watch this at some point. Well, whenever I get HBO. Then the next thing over here I'm seeing is they have the DVD of Young Sheldon for $27.99. Now, I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I have never seen a single episode of The Big Bang Theory. I know you guys are going to beat the living hell out of me. You're going to beat me up in the comment section. I get it. I never really liked how The Big Bang Theory dealt with sort of nerd culture. I felt, I mean, it was kind of cool, some of the stuff they were talking about, and I liked some of the nerd speak, but I never felt that they really represented sort of the nerd culture or the sort of fanboy-esque people all that much. I don't think they ever really did. I felt like it was more like mocking them than anything else. That was just my opinion, though. I mean, I've heard good things about it, and then from other people I've heard that The Big Bang Theory is not that great. I guess if you're into, I mean, I'm into Star Wars, I'm into all that stuff that they talked about, but I kind of felt like they were kind of almost sort of mocking people. That's sort of the gist that I got out of it, guys. I mean, that's why I never ended up watching it, and that's why I never really wanted to watch Young Sheldon, because if I never got into The Big Bang Theory, then why get into Young Sheldon? You know what I mean? But I mean, definitely let me know, is The Big Bang Theory worth it? Am I overthinking this? Does it respect the nerd culture? Definitely let me know, guys. And what do you think of Young Sheldon? Does it does it honor the Big Bang Theory, or is it just one of those sort of plain spin-offs that really isn't worth anyone's time? Definitely let me know, guys. Other than that, that does it for this area here. Alright, let's head out. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer at Target this week, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we had most of the new releases, but we didn't have Ma. We had some of the TV shows, but we didn't have all the stuff we saw over at Walmart. I mean, they did have the Men in Black exclusive, which is cool. It's nice to see an exclusive over here at Target, but did it really save it? Not so sure, guys, honestly, because, you know, I've told you guys that Target is a gamble, and it really honestly is. As much as I love Target, and I love a lot of the people here that work here, and they're really good, honest people, you know, some weeks I come into Target and I'm like, okay, we're not going to have anything. And then I'm blown away. I'm surprised. We have a ton of physical media to see. And then there are other weeks like this one where I'm expecting a little bit more and we got a lot less. So, I mean, you just never know. You walk into a Target, you just don't know what you're going to get, guys. And there's not really the consistency there that I would like to see for sure. I mean, I think next week there's going to be a lot of stuff to show off, and I think Target's going to have another great week. Like last week, they had a ton of physical media to show off. But this is one of those in-between weeks where, unfortunately, the short shaft, guys. It happens, especially here at Target. Alright, guys, well, it's so-so here at best. Let's head to the third and final location and see what we can find. Not such a bad out and about this week so far, guys. A lot of cool physical media to check out. Some cool independent releases and titles, but the best may be for last when we are at Best Buy, baby. So I'm hoping for exclusives, I'm hoping for cool new releases, and on top of that, some surprises that we may or may not find. You never know at the Beast. Best Buy always has some good stuff that they deliver with, so let's head in and find out. Alright everybody, we are in the new release section over here at Best Buy, and the first thing I am seeing over here is they have the DVD of Men in Black International for $19.99, the Blu-ray DVD and digital for $22.99. They also have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $27.99, and they also have a only at Best Buy Project Pop Art exclusive 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray and digital for $32.99 right here. This is the character of Pawnee in the movie. Kind of weird that they did one on Pawnee, but I actually, not gonna lie, I kind of like this cover. It's extremely different than this one. And truth be told, obviously the most funny character out of everybody in the movie is actually Pawnee, so I can understand why they actually wanted to, you know, actually have that on the front, because really that's probably the best character in the entire movie, no joke. But honestly, guys, look at the whole behind the scenes of this movie, because it was an absolute disaster of a mess. Basically, the actors were fighting with one another, the directors and the producers were fighting, the producers cut the director out completely from editing the movie, pages were being rewritten on a daily basis, sometimes there was no script at all. I mean, this movie was a mess, dude. The making of this movie is seriously a major mess. And I doubt on any of the special features they're actually going to tell you that, to be honest with you guys. But it really is. It's a huge clusterfuck, man. And when you watch the movie, you can really tell, man. You can really tell that this is a mess of a movie. I mean, look, they were trying, but I think they failed. And I don't think we're going to get another Men in Black movie for another, dare I say, maybe 10 years. I mean, I don't see any point where they would want to reboot this again. I don't really see the point in it. I think they just want to let it sort of rest and die down before they can actually do more with the franchise. And truth be told, I'm happy with that. I mean, look, that first movie is classic. I love that first movie. It's great sci-fi. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones are awesome in it. The second Men in Black movie, yeah, it's okay. I don't love it, honestly. Laura Flynn Boyle is just okay in it. Johnny Knoxville is kind of annoying. I don't think the story's as good in the second film. I think it was kind of lackluster. But honestly, I do really like that third film. I think that third film with the time travel and seeing sort of a younger Tommy Lee Jones character played by Josh Brolin, I thought that worked really well. And then there was nothing. And I think the third one didn't make as much money, so then years later, 7 years later, they rebooted. Is it worth it to visit this film? No, I think you can just watch the first 3 Men in Black movies, or even watch the first Men in Black movie, and I think you're fine. I don't think you need to watch this, man. There was a lot of potential. I think the potential failed. A lot of people said Will Smith should have been in this. He went off and did Aladdin. That was good for his career. But, yeah, man. And the crazy thing about this movie, by the way, is that this was supposed to be a Men in Black 21 Jump Street crossover. Like Jonah Hill and all them were going to cross over into the Men in Black franchise. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of would have been very interested to see that, guys. I really would have. I don't know what it would have been like. It would have been really weird and odd, but I actually would have been curious to see how that would have happened. I think it would have been cool. I think it would have been funny. I think it would have been really fascinating and interesting for them to tackle it. But instead we got this, and I don't think this was all that good, guys. So honestly, I wish we would have gotten the 21 Jump Street thing, because I think it would have been a hell of a lot better than what we got, honestly. This is a lackluster Men in Black film for sure. Even with a cool Project Pop art, still, probably not worth it to buy. Oh, and before I forget, I almost forgot to tell you guys about the special features, actually. You get deleted scenes, you get Aliencestory.com, that's interesting. Neuralizer, Like It Never Happened, Gag Reel, New Recruits, a ton of special features, man. Wow, a lot of stuff. Especially for a film that honestly was bombed at the box office. There's a crap load of special features on this. Movies that do really well at the box office barely get this, man. That's crazy. Well, whatever. If you're a Men in Black fan, and if you like the movie, I can't fault you, but honestly, there's been a lot better Men in Black movies, a lot better sci-fi movies, a lot better movies with Chris Hemsworth. Yeah, this is on the downslide, guys, for sure. Then over here, I'm seeing they have this steelbook for this anime thing here. I don't know what it is. For $29.99 here. Yu Yu Yakusho? Ghost Files. No, is it the first season of this? Dude, I have no idea what this is. I am not even a fan of anime at all. You guys know that, but I noticed it, and I've noticed that I didn't see it over at Walmart or Target, so it kind of is cool. I just don't know anything about it. Like the cover. Yeah, see, I've had a lot of people come up to me and ask me about anime, and quite honestly, it's just not something I ever got into, not something I got into when I was younger. It just never really hit me, man. If you know anything about Yu Yu Yakusho, God, I hope I'm not butchering it, definitely let me know. Then over here I'm seeing they have the 16th season of NCIS, Naval Criminal Investigative Service. Whew. You say that 10 times fast. For $29.99 right here, guys. And I'm curious, and I want to ask you guys, when is enough enough? I mean, I'm serious. Like, this is the 16th season of this damn show, man. I mean, how many seasons do you watch until you are like, that's it, I'm not going to watch anymore, I'm done? Because, you know, like, Stargate SG-1, when I was watching it, it went to 10 seasons, but I bowed out after the 8th. I thought the 8th was really perfect of an ending. Why continue it? I mean, Supernatural has been going on for years. A lot of these shows, man, and I just wonder, like, when do you, like, bail? When do you, like, God, 16 seasons, man, that's really a lot. I don't really know, man. I mean, I guess when you're into a show, you're into a show. So I guess, you know, why not keep on going? But sometimes you realize, like, it's kind of beating a dead horse, you know what I mean? And a lot of these sort of cable shows, especially these sort of NCIS stuff and Criminal Minds and everything, they go on for way too long. And at some point, I'm like, I'm done, dude. I've lost interest. So maybe doing only 3-4 seasons of a show maybe is better. I mean, let me know whether you like the like so many seasons, or you like sort of, you know, a finite time for a show and then that's it, definitely let me know. But man, this is like really just excessive. 16 seasons, man. Wow. You get best kept secrets, audio commentaries on select episodes. You get the pilot episode of Magnum P.I. I don't know why that would be any interest. A couple of featurettes. Not bad for a season box set for sure, but ooh, 16 seasons. Even if I wanted to get into it, man, where do I start? I mean, it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Definitely let me know what you think of NCIS, Naval Criminal Investigative Service. Whew. Wow. Then over here, I am seeing they have the 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray digital of Rambo for $17.99. That's actually a really good price, by the way. That's not a bad price at all. Now, truth be told, guys, after Rambo 3, I was done. Dude, I was done. I was over with on Rambo for sure. I was all but over with it. Rambo 3 is okay, but it's really excessive and really sort of takes away from Rambo. I mean, the first Rambo film is so awesome, and the first Rambo film, man, is like really so divorced from the second and third film. It's more of like a drama than anything else. Not really much of an action movie, but the second and the third film are just like balls to the wall action galore, man. And the third film, you know, I don't know. It was more played. It was trying to be serious, but I think a lot of people found it more funny than anything else. And so I thought Rambo was dead. And then when this hit on Blu-ray and DVD, my friend John ended up like telling me, dude, have you seen the new Rambo movie? And I'm like, what are you talking about, the new Rambo? He's like, dude, you got to check this out. I'm like, dude, it's Rambo. I don't know, man. And he's like, dude, check this out because this is really good. You want to check this stuff out. And he brought me over to his place. We watched it. In fact, we watched the last, like, final act of the movie where he's just mowing down people with his gun and he's just ripping people's heads off and slicing their innards, and oh man. And I was like, holy shit, what the hell is this, man? What in God's name is this, dude? This is fucking awesome. And he's like, yeah, dude, this is really cool. And dude, like, Sylvester Stallone still kills it, but I'm kind of curious. Are you okay with him bringing back these older characters, or do you think he should just like end it? Because I think Rocky worked in the Creed movies. I think they did it in a very interesting way. I know the new Rambo film's coming out very soon. That's probably why the 4K is out. I like the trailer for Rambo: The Last Blood, and I really do hope it's the last one. But I just don't know whether or not Stallone should have brought this character back. I mean, I love this movie, but really at the end of the movie, you could have ended it here and it would have been fine. I like Stallone, and I don't mind him bringing back the older properties. I mean, he's even talked now about, like, him doing another Rocky movie, and I'm like, dude, quit. Please, quit while you're ahead. And the same thing with, like Rambo, him doing Last Blood. I'm excited because I want to see the brutality. I want to see what he's going to do with this. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you know, go out on a high note. This might not be the high note that you want. He's going up against the Mexican cartel or something like that, and it's cool. I hope he rips people's spines out and all that jazz. I hope he does. But when you're going up against like Burma and everything in this movie, and just really just the brutality of it, I don't know how much more brutality you can go with the character. I could be wrong. I mean, he could really be like some really hardcore, you know, twisted motherfucker just killing people in the most gruesome ways. That's what I want. But will we get that, though? That's the real question. Are you guys looking forward to the Rambo: The Last Blood, or are you not? Definitely let me know. And do you think it's time for Stallone to just call it quits on Rocky, on Rambo, on all of it, and just say, hey, man, you know, right off into the sunset. You've done a great job, man. Definitely let me know. But, you know, he's bringing back all these characters. Why doesn't he bring back Stopper or My Mom Will Shoot? Am I the only one that liked that movie? Whatever. And then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital for Booksmart right here for $19.99. Now, This movie's directed by Olivia Wilde. Now, Olivia Wilde's obviously an actress. This is her first time actually directing a movie. And truth be told, I thought she did a great goddamn job, guys. I really did. I thought she really got down these sort of, you know, awkward teen moments and the comedy of high school and parties. And I thought, honestly, she did a really, really great job with this movie. Honestly, I was really surprised by it quite a bit. And I know that her inspirations for this movie were Breakfast Club, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dazed and Confused, and Clueless. And I can definitely see it. It has a lot of those high school comedy sort of coming of age influences to it. And like I said, I think it's one of the better ones to come out in quite a long time, man. It's definitely one of the best ones of the decade for sure, if not the past couple of decades. The 80s has a lot of really great ones, and the 90s did as well. I mean, definitely let me know what some of your favorites are, guys. I've heard some reviews that are like, well, you know, why wasn't it a female Superbad or something like that? I don't know if you really needed that, man. I mean, I love Superbad. I think Superbad's an awesome fucking movie, but I don't think you need a female sort of gross out high school comedy. I think this has enough funny laughs. I think it has enough charm to it, and a lot of sort of heartwarming moments, and the characters are amusing, that I don't think you need a lot of the gross out stuff in here. I really don't. You have a couple of gross out moments, but nothing really crazy, guys. I mean, for me, I think it's really good, man. I think it's much better than people really think it is. And at the end of the day, you know, you don't need all the gross out stuff nowadays to make an effective teen comedy. I think we put a lot of that stuff in there just for the sake of shock and awe. But sometimes you just need a good old-fashioned story with good old-fashioned characters and really solid comedy. And I think it'll sell your movie quite well. And I think this did it for sure, guys. I think it did it for sure, man. Very good movie. Definitely worth checking out. And you get Booksmart, the next best high school comedy. In Jazz Hands, Dressing, Booksmart, Gallery, and audio commentary, deleted scenes. Not bad. Thank God for an audio commentary, because I would love to listen to Olivia Wilde's thoughts on the movie. So well done. Definitely, for me, one of the better sort of coming-of-age teen comedies in quite a while. Definitely let me know if you think that there's others that should be on the list. I'm sure I'm missing some. Definitely ones from the 80s, 90s, and some from the 2000s. Definitely let me know, guys. Other than that, that does it for the new release section, guys. Let's see what else they got. Alright, everybody, we are in this section of Best Buy, and the first thing I'm seeing is they have the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital of Ma for $22.99. Ooh, now, okay, look. Maybe it's just me, maybe it's because I'm getting older, however you want to put it, guys, but is it just me, or is teenagers in movies getting more stupid when it comes to horror movies? I can't be the only one, man. I mean, you know, the Friday the 13th teenagers, they were pretty stupid. I'll be perfectly honest. They were really stupid. The Nightmare on Elm Street kids, they had their stupid moments as well. You know, but these kids, man, I'm watching the movie and I'm thinking to myself, like, let's go drink in the stranger's basement. What a great idea. We don't know her. We don't know anything about her. We don't know if she's a crazy psychopath or anything. But let's do it because alcohol. Like, I'm like, wait a minute. What? What the hell? Like, is there any common sense anymore? And I guess that's part of the fun of the movie. And you know, my mother kind of pointed that out in the review, that, you know, you need the stereotypical stupid teenagers for a horror movie. You need it and everything. And I guess she's right. And honestly, I look back at those Friday the 13th movies and everything with those stupid teenagers, and it's kind of, it has its sort of charm, I guess, to a certain degree. But, you know, as you get older, you're like, well, common sense needs to kick in. You certainly wouldn't be hanging out in a stranger's basement just drinking randomly, and you could pass out and this person could take advantage of you at any moment, which is what happens. So it's like, okay, Oh man, I mean, outside of the teenagers being stupid, it's your standard horror thriller film, but I think it's got some cool little thrills in it. The horror stuff is pretty interesting at times, and you know, I know they call some of these movies thrillers, and this is a horror movie. By all means, this is a horror film. Let's not mistake that, because I've noticed a lot in the past, especially in the 90s, with like movies like Silence of the Lambs or something, where I'll see them do this movie, promote it and everything, and it gets Academy Awards, and everyone's like, well, it's not a horror movie, it's a thriller. And you're like, wait a minute, is it so bad to call a movie a horror film? I mean, horror has been around for generations, for decades, and you know, studios still make a lot of money off it. This movie made money. You know, I mean, horror is a great genre. Yes, it doesn't win, you know, Academy Awards and everything, but does it matter? No, horror's great. And a lot of thrillers, especially back in the 90s and the early 2000s, that were called thrillers, were actually horror movies. And I call things like Silence of the Lambs, or, you know, even something like Fatal Attraction, or, you know, stuff like that. Those are horror movies. Those are not thrillers. I mean, maybe they're horror thrillers, but they're horror films. And no matter how much, you know, paint you slap on that motherfucker, it's still a horror film. So I am a proud horror fan for sure. And movies like Ma, yeah, they may not be the most inventive things in the world, but you know what? I happen to really like them, guys. Not half bad at all, for sure, man. And you have over here, you have an alternate ending, deleted scenes, creating Sue-Ann, party at Ma's, and theatrical trailer. Not bad special features. I would have liked to have seen an audio commentary or something a little bit more interesting to sort of talk about the movie and Octavia Spencer's performance and everything, but it is still a worthy film just for Octavia Spencer alone. She kills it in this role, guys. She really honestly does. And it's from the director of The Help, which, okay, crazy enough, which means that, you know, you don't have to stick to one genre all the time. You can definitely do something unique and interesting, and they definitely did, for sure, guys. Not a bad little movie. Again, if you like some horror, thriller action, stupid teenagers, and a little bit of blood, Ma is right down your alley, guys. Then over here I'm seeing they have the Blu-ray digital of True Detective, the complete third season, for $34.99. Now, should I get HBO? Is the real question. Because you want to know what, guys? Honestly, I've really been thinking about it. Not gonna lie, I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, and a lot of you guys have told me, oh, watch this and watch that, and this is really good. And they're coming out with this streaming service called HBO Max, which has all the HBO content, content from Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff from Cinemax, all rolled into one streaming service, and it looks really great. And it's something I'm definitely considering, because, you know, there's a lot of these shows that sometimes, I mean, the problem is that a lot of my friends and a lot of people I know don't watch these type of shows, and if they do, they're not buying the physical media copy, so it's hard for me to watch this stuff. So I definitely am getting interested more in HBO. I used to have it way back in the day when I was a kid, and my mother and father had it, and I would watch a ton of stuff. And then sometime down the line, I wasn't really liking the content on HBO, and I sort of left it. I mean, is it worth going back to HBO? Definitely let me know, guys. I mean, I think shows like True Detective are shows that are worth getting into. I've heard things about Chernobyl and stuff. I mean, HBO definitely puts out a lot of great content. Is it worth it for a guy like me to get into a streaming service for HBO, or is it not worth the money to put into it? There's a lot of streaming services coming out there. HBO is one that definitely is very popular, but I know a lot of people got rid of it after Game of Thrones. Is it worth it to reinvest in it, or to just say no to HBO and try your hand at grabbing a physical media copy? Definitely let me know, guys. But I've heard good things about True Detective Season 3, and it doesn't look too bad at all. You got Designing the Decades, Music of season 3, finale extended. Oh, you get an extended cut of the finale. Cool. And deleted scenes. Not bad special features at all. If HBO is worth it, it's probably because of shows like True Detective that keep it going at a steady pace. There's a lot of shows that may not be worth it, but I've heard, you know, when you get into an HBO show, you definitely get into it for sure. So definitely let me know if I should get into more HBO stuff or leave it behind. Then over here, guys, I'm seeing they have a couple more of the steelbooks, horror steelbooks that I showed you. Now, I don't have them all, but they have a couple more. They have the It 4K Ultra HD digital steelbook, the remake one, for $24.99. And, oh, right around the corner, man. It Chapter 2, right around the corner, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited. But you know what? I've talked to a lot of people who have told me, they've said, Seth, man, I'm worried. I'm worried, dude. 2 hours and 45 minutes. You know, it's a long movie, man. It's like Avengers Endgame level. Is it gonna be worth it? I said the problem here, man, is the book. The book literally has so much to it, man. And honestly, the kid version portion of the book and even the movie here is so tense because it's kids and kids in peril, and it works so well. But with the adults and the convoluted sort of mess of an origin of Pennywise and the weird like turtle and shit, I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff in that book, man. So I don't know how they're gonna translate part 2. I've heard early reviews be really good, but they're a little bit mixed. It's tough, man, because this movie, man, was so good, and I just want part 2 to be really well done, and just sort of make this into a great 2-part sort of movie experience. I really do, man. You know, I've heard the director talk about how maybe he'd want to do a part 3, and I'm like, no, don't do a part 3, because you know, exploring Pennywise and exploring all that stuff is cool. They're gonna do it in part 2, so why do it in part 3? I think you need to know when to quit. I think part 2 is fine. I'm very curious to see how it's going to be. I like all the actors that they got. I think having the kid actors come back is really good. The actor who played Pennywise, having him back is brilliant. The same director. There's recipes for success here. Will it be successful? Well, we'll all find out. Then they also have the Blu-ray digital, only at Best Buy exclusive steelbook here of the 1991 for $14.99. You know, honestly, as much as I love the It remake, I still gotta hand it to this It film. I mean, it's not the greatest, and I think time hasn't been kind to it, but I'm telling you, Tim Curry still is one hell of a Pennywise. He's still great. He still got it. I think some of the actors are giving it their best. It's definitely sort of a time capsule of the late 80s, early 90s, of these certain actors and sort of a TV budget type of movie. It doesn't always work. I think the kid stuff is better than the adult stuff. I think some of it's a little hokey and corny, but honestly, I think it's all done together by Tim Curry, and Tim Curry is absolutely fucking brilliant. He's phenomenal. He's one of the best actors. He's done so much wonderful work. Pennywise is right up there, and anytime you really think of it, one of the things is Tim Curry, man. You think of him playing Pennywise and how effective and scary and creepy he was. That's the reason why you would have this, is because of Tim Curry. I think that this movie is a better made film, but I think this has, the more memorable Pennywise. I mean, definitely let me know what you guys think. It's a really great time capsule of a movie. It's not perfect by any means, but it's not terrible either. Going with checked expectations, but I think for a sort of 1989, 1990 TV budget, and adapting a huge book like it doesn't do half bad, in my opinion, guys. I have commentary. Oh, not bad. I have cool commentary here. God. So many really great actors in this movie that's no longer with us. John Ritter is one of them, and Tim Curry is old age now, and I hope he lives for much longer, but I kind of doubt it. There's There's so many great actors in this piece, and Tim Curry's one of them. John Ritter, so many great ones in here. Man, just for these great actors from the time period, it's worth it alone, guys, honestly. And then one more thing I'm seeing over here, guys, is I'm seeing the Blu-ray of Nightmare Cinema for $12.99 right here. And, you know, it's really great to see the Blu-ray here at Best Buy because, you know, sometimes these sort of independent releases sometimes get lost in the shuffle, and sometimes we only see them over at Walmart. So I'm really glad that actually Best Buy gave this love. You know, truth be told, I really love a good horror anthology, and I think horror anthologies have gotten a bad rap over the years. Some have been less than stellar, others have been okay. The VHS ones, they're decent. The ABCs of Death, I like the first one better than the second one. Tales of Halloween is decent, but, you know, it didn't blow my socks off. Trick or Treat is amazing. Of course, you go back into the day, like, Tales from the Hood, Creep Show. Oh my god, Creep Show 2 is awesome as well. Oh, man, Cat's Eye. Man, so many really fantastic ones. Body Bags, I really love Body Bags as well. A really underrated one is From a Whisper to a Scream, which is a really great one with Vincent Price. I'm curious, and I really want to know from you guys, what is your favorite horror anthologies and what are your worst ones? Because horror anthologies, the thing about it is, really, it takes some really good stories and it takes a good wraparound for it to really work. If you have a story that's less than stellar or a wraparound that isn't as good, it kind of fails a little bit. It kind of is lackluster, loses your interest. Which ones are the penultimate, the best ones, and which ones actually are the underrated ones? Definitely let me know on that one, guys. This one, I think this one is going to be very underrated in the future, guys. I really do. I think this is going to be one where I think people are going to find over time. I really honestly do. I think it's creepy. I think it's atmospheric. I think some of the tales... Yeah, some of the tales are sort of time-old, sort of horror tales, but honestly, guys, I think it's really well done. I think it's really well told. I think the blood and gore is really cool here. I think Mickey Rourke is creepy as hell. I think it works, man. I really honestly do. For me, I was a fan of it, and you know what? I don't think that all horror anthologies are created equal, but I think when there's a good one that comes along, you definitely embrace it, and I think this one, guys, is one that you definitely have to embrace. I mean, again, man, some really great names in there that directed these tales. So awesome. And again, we're heading into the Halloween season, so it's always good to find those sort of dark horse horror movies out there that maybe it's worth giving a chance to. And Nightmare Cinema is definitely one of those, guys. Definitely give this one a look. No special features, unfortunately. God, I wish I would have seen a commentary or something, because I would have loved to seen it, but this is an amazing one. It's a standard horror tale, but it's one that I think has a really nice twist to it, and honestly, for horror anthologies, it's really darn good. Better than I ever hoped it was going to be. I was pleasantly surprised by this one, and I think you would be as too. Definitely give it a look, guys. Other than that, that does it for Best Buy. Quite a bit to show off this week. Not bad. Alright, let's head out. New releases, some surprises, and a few steelbooks. Not half bad at the Beast this week, guys, for sure. There was actually a lot of really cool releases to come out this week, man. Whether you're into teen comedies, whether you're into horror, whether you're into sci-fi, I mean, there was a lot of stuff to show off this week at a lot of the stores, for sure. Abundance of variety. Physical media never stops trucking along. A lot of stuff to show off, and this week is no exception, guys. Hope you enjoyed it here at Best Buy. Let's head home and finish the video. Alright, everybody, that'll do it for the Blu-ray and DVD out and about video this week. And the train just keeps rolling along, guys. The physical media train, man, and doesn't seem like it's ending anytime soon. And I finally, actually, after a few weeks, finally caught up with the third-party vendor over at Walmart. Really great guy. Hadn't seen him for a while. And we were just shooting the shit and everything. And we were talking about all the releases that are coming out. Because, he has on his tablet, he has all the releases that are coming out week after week because his company's got to keep up with what they're putting on the shelves and the dates and everything. So he was going over it and he's like, oh my God, this is coming out and this here and that. And it's like, just like one thing after another, displays to make and everything. And it's a good time to be a physical media lover. That's for sure, guys. There's no doubt about it. And I think the stores are benefiting from it in a big way. There's a lot of great variety. We've seen a lot of really cool exclusives, some really great steelbooks as of late. 4Ks are going down in price as well. You know, you're seeing these stores really benefiting from physical media, putting it back on the shelves. You see a lot of interest. I see a lot of interest. People going back and forth and checking out the physical media, buying stuff. It's coming back. It's coming back in a big way. Physical media is always going to be niche. That's not going to change. But I like seeing these stores supporting the physical media more and more. I like seeing these smaller releases getting love at some of the places as well. You know, it's, to me, physical media will always be out there. But seeing it at the stores more and more, because I've gotten pictures from you guys that have shown, oh my God, you know, Walmart has lessened their displays, or Best Buy has sort of closed down their stuff a little bit more, and Target's shortening their shelves, and I've seen it all, man. I've heard it all from you guys, and you're not wrong. Physical media will always in some way be in danger, but seeing so much out there right now really gives me hope that the market is still strong enough to support this, and I think it is. And going forward, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. I really don't, especially all the way to the end of the year. I think it's going to continue on and on, guys. So for me, I don't see it stopping anytime soon. If you do, if you think there's trouble in paradise, definitely let me know. But right now, I don't see it happening at all, guys. That's just my opinion. But it is definitely a good time for sure. And you know, I just want to take a moment to say a big thank you to all of the guys, because we're now heading into the end of summer, beginning of fall. Leaves are changing. You know, we're getting into sort of colder months. I want to deal with that, but we're dealing with it. But I really wanted to thank all the guys. I wanted to thank John. I wanted to thank Bob. I wanted to thank Nick, my mother, a lot of people who have helped the channel this summer, because we did a lot of movie reviews over the summer, guys. We really did. I thank a lot of those guys, because trying to schedule this all and dealing with the props and dealing with taking the pictures and putting everything together and editing and putting it out there. You know, we, in the springtime, we looked at the summer schedule and we were like, oh my God, there's something out every single week. There's 2 or 3 movies. How are we even going to start to tackle this? And honestly, we just took it one week at a time and we really just grinded. And those guys, to their credit, man, they took time out of their busy lives to do these reviews and to do the skits and just take the effort and the time and the patience to put this stuff together. And I really honestly thank them so much. I really do. You know, I think what gets lost in the shuffle sometimes is how difficult this really is. That it's never easy to take a day out of your life to, you know, spend 2.5 hours seeing a movie and then spend another maybe hour or so doing the video and then taking a little bit of more time to, you know, put together the thumbnails and everything. And on top of that, me having to edit all the stuff and putting it out there. Did we get to all the movies in the summer? No, we didn't get to all the movies in the summer, to be fair. But we got to a lot of them, man. A good goddamn majority of them. And I couldn't have done it without any one of them. And so this is a thank you to them. It really is. It's a thank you to them for their patience with me and the fact that they're as dedicated to this as I am. So go back, all the movies for the summer, all the reviews that we did, go back and check some of those out, guys, because I look back on some of them and I'm surprised we got almost any of them done. It was like a whirlwind of craziness every single week. Sometimes you wanted to feel like you were going to pull your hair out, but somehow we pulled it off. So to those guys, I really want to thank you. The summer movie season was crazy and it was ridiculous and there was so much stuff to see. And so, yes, they did a great job and I appreciate them wholeheartedly. I appreciate you guys watching the videos as well, the reviews. I appreciate it so goddamn much. And now we're heading into the fall and we're heading into some cool, like, you know, independent releases, horror movies, Oscar bait stuff. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff coming in the fall. You guys know that. Movies never stop week in and week out. The train always keeps on rolling, and I am certainly on board the train, as I hope you guys are as well. But I hope you enjoyed the video here. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Check out the other Blu-ray and DVD Tuesday videos that I do every single week. Check out the Blu-ray pickup videos I do every single month. Check out the theatrical movie reviews I do with my friends, plus so much more content that's on the channel. If you're a lover of movies and physical media, hit subscribe and become a part of the Film Fan Nation. I want to thank you guys, man. I really honestly do, you know, watching the videos, commenting, supporting what I do. It's been a whirlwind. And sometimes I just wake up thinking to myself, this is like a crazy, ridiculous dream. And when it's not, I'm like, oh my God, this is actually real. So, the love that you give me makes me want to continue what I do. So I never forget you guys for a single second how important you truly are. So thank you so much, guys. I really honestly appreciate it. And if you love how I talk about movies and everything, then definitely hit subscribe, guys. There's always great content on the channel, whether it's the movie reviews or me talking about physical media. There's always something to check out for sure. And this week, I hope you guys picked up something good. There was a lot of variety to get. Me, actually, I got a couple of titles from Best Buy, guys. I got 2 movies from Best Buy. Ooh, well, you guys will not find out exactly what I picked up until my Blu-ray pickup video, which will drop at the beginning of next month. It'll show off all of the titles that I got for the month of September. And this is actually a really good month because we're so close to getting to like October and horror stuff that a lot of really cool stuff is starting to get released. So I'm getting a lot of cool new releases, some cool surprises, independent titles, some horror stuff as usual, some cool little surprises, and some really unique releases that I always grab from time to time. So definitely make sure to tune into that video. Plus a lot of really cool videos coming on the channel for the month of September. A lot of really great movie reviews, some really cool special out and about videos on top of the Blu-ray pickup video for August that I have to put out, plus so much more. So definitely stay tuned because there's a lot of great content that's coming, guys. I promise. Alright, guys. Well, keep up to date with everything I'm doing through Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. FilmFan108. Keep up to date with everything I'm doing, plus special pictures and videos I do from time to time on social media as well. Alright, guys. I will see you back next week for a brand new Blu-ray and DVD out and about video. It's going to be a massive amount of stuff coming out next week, just like this week and every other week that's been coming out. Stay tuned for sure. I'll see you then. Happy hunting.